Okay, but the dog hated him. The dog. When your golden retriever looks at you like you're something stuck to its paw, you are the problem. Forget the amnesia. Forget the locked doors. The dog knew.
4. The love of. Can we at least introduce the book before you start psychoanalyzing the canine? This isn't Dr. Phil for pets.
Dr. Phil wishes he had Ziggy's instincts. This poor woman, Tess, wakes up every morning thinking she's engaged to one guy, Harry. But there's this other dude, Graham, claiming he's her husband. Says she has amnesia from a crash. Wipes the slate clean every night.
Right. The book is Do You Remember? By Freida McFadden. Psychological thriller territory. Tess loses a decade of memory daily. Trapped with Graham, who shows her a letter supposedly written by her explaining the situation. It's a classic locked room scenario, mentally speaking.
Locked room. It's a McMansion prison. He's got her cooped up, feeding her pomegranate juice, like it's some kind of villain smoothie. What was with the pomegranate juice? Was it drugged? Was it just to be nasty? It felt nasty. Like that time my cousin Vinny's landlord kept leaving passive-aggressive notes about the recycling. Pure evil.
It's probably just a character detail, not a pomegranate-based conspiracy. The real tension comes from the text message. She finds, "Don't trust the man who calls himself your husband." Now that's the hook. Who sent it? Harry. The suspiciously young housekeeper. Camila.
Camila. Oh, don't get me started on Camila. Wandering around looking all innocent while Tess is living Groundhog Day directed by Satan. She's totally in on it. Or maybe she's jealous. Or maybe she sent the text. My gut says she's playing both sides. And Tess, bless her heart, but honey, use the phone. Leave yourself a voice memo, set a reminder. Tattoo it on your arm like that guy in, what was that movie?
Memento. And it's not that simple. The premise requires her memory to reset. If she could easily leave clues, there'd be no book. McFadden establishes the constraints. Graham likely monitors her, clears things away. It's about the psychological torment, the helplessness.
Helplessness, my foot. It's frustrating. Readers were screaming about the phone. It's like watching a horror movie where the girl runs upstairs instead of out the door. And Graham. Sheer evil, one reviewer called him. Not charming Adam Sandler in 50 First Dates. Oh no. This guy is pure manipulative slime. He probably kicks Ziggy when Tess isn't looking.
We don't know he kicks the dog. He's controlling, gaslighting, almost certainly the villain. But the ambiguity early on is part of the design. Is he a grieving husband pushed too far, or a calculating monster from the start? That's the question McFadden poses. Though, admittedly, the grieving husband angle wears thin pretty fast.
Wears thin, it's transparent, like cheap cling film, and the repetition. Okay, I get it. She forgets every day, but reading, Tess woke up confused. For the 15th time. I almost forgot why I was reading it. Some people called it brilliant, a masterclass in showing her struggle. Others, like me, wanted to chew our arms off. It's like last week when it was insisted that Killer's motive made perfect sense.
It did make sense if you followed the timeline. Unlike the theory that he was secretly communicating with pigeons. This repetition is the point. It immerses you in Tess's disorientation and mounting dread. It's supposed to be uncomfortable.
Oh, it was uncomfortable all right, like wearing wet socks. And the plot holes. People were furious. Why not email herself? Why not smash a window? Why trust anyone? And don't even get me started on the ending.
The ending. Divisive, to say the least. You had the, wow, genius twist, didn't see that coming. Camp.
Yeah, the easily impressed camp. And then you had the rest of us, the ones with functioning brains, who were like, really, that's it? predictable, superficial. Some reviewer said, not sure who's rating this 4 and 5 stars, but feeling bad for them if this is the best they're reading. Harsh, but kinda get it.
I thought the epilogue added an interesting layer. Actually, it reframed certain events. Even if the main twist wasn't earth shattering for seasoned thriller readers, it wasn't perfect. But McFadden knows how to create that compulsive page, turning quality.
Compulsive like needing to scratch a rash. Okay, one fake listener email here from Trapped in Toledo. They write, my husband keeps offering me pomegranate juice and acting overly solicitous since I bumped my head last week. Should I be worried? Also, our dog growls at him now. Yeah, trapped to maybe hide your phone and call your ex. Just saying.
We are not giving out marital advice based on fictional thrillers. So, the final verdict was justice served, or just served cold, possibly with a side of pomegranate.
Justice. This was psychological torture porn. Fun, trashy, made me yell at the pages, but brilliant. Nah, I give it 4 out of 5 suspiciously convenient amnesias, plus an extra point for Ziggy the Wonder Dog, so 5 total, but angry points.
It was a tightly constructed, a familiar premise. The repetition, while potentially grating, served its purpose. The twist was fine. I give it 3 out of 5 gaslighting husbands. Flawed, but effective for what it is.
3. That terrible spy novel last month got 4. The one where the spy tripped over his own invisible ink.
That had narrative complexity. This had repetition. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this descent into memory. Loss madness.
Yeah. Tune in next week, folks, when we tackle a case so cold the victim was found frozen solid inside a giant novelty ice cream cone. Or was it a jello mold?
I don't know where the file is. Just drive. This has been Crime Time Drive.